guys, here's the project for the day. This is the morning update. After restoring these coamings 2 winters ago, these coamings are finally going to go home permanently. I say permanently, nothing is ever permanent on a boat. But these are in or on here only with one screw. And that screw just maintains a bend in it, which doesn't need a lot of bend. And so what we're going to do is take that screw out, take these coamings completely off from it. Every one of the holes is going to have caulking put in it. Then I'm going to have to do some taping off along the seam here between the winch pad and the back of the coaming, because I don't want water going down through there. There's going to be caulking that goes in along this seam. You can see right down through there. Caulking that's going to go in all along here. Caulking that's got to go in here at the coaming blocks. These coaming blocks are going to get, first of all, I'm going to do major cleanup on these coaming blocks. I rebuilt these things completely, 2 winters ago, 2 summers ago, and they're solid compared to how I found them. Go back and find that video. You cannot believe how bad these were when I found them. But anyway, you got to go ahead and clean these up totally before the coamings go home on them. And then there are, was it 4? Yeah, 4 screws go into through the coaming into the coaming blocks. And this is all going to be caulked in behind here as well. Anyway, a lot of work to do today, but I've got an absolutely glorious, glorious day with no rain coming. And I don't have to go anywhere until I pick up my dog at about 3:30 this afternoon. My wife is going to take her in this morning for grooming. And in the meantime, I'm just going to be at work. And hopefully we can get the coamings all done today. And then the last thing I've got on the list, here, hang on a minute. Let's do the list. Let's do the list. This is the list I brought down, and I've already added to it because of the coamings. I don't know why that wasn't on there to begin with. Okay, here we are. Here's the list. Okay. Traveler's done. Clean the cabin, I did it, and now it's a wreck again. I'll do that before I leave. Wood trim for the lazarette. I think I'm going to pass on that. I did the fiberglass work. That was the main thing. Get that fiberglass work repaired that you got on the previous video or in this video. And got the Traveler on. Wood trim for the companionway hatch. I just traced that yesterday. That's got to go back to Vermont and get worked on. I got to cut it on my bandsaw. Cotter pins and turnbuckle work. All of that work was done. The cotter pins the old rusted cotter pins are out. We're ready. We've already ordered 2 new turnbuckles and so on that I've detailed earlier, and they're on the way from someplace in Louisiana. Knot meter wiring and checkout, that's going to go to the bottom of the list. Seeing the bottom, okay, winches overhaul, biggie, all completely done. Bow chocks are going to be going on, and today we're going to be mounting the coaming. So anyway, that's where we're at with this trip so far, and I got to get to work. So welcome back to Saturday of vacation time / little girl overhaul time, and we'll be keeping you posted as the day goes on. Guys, we're about to get started on doing the caulking on the coamings here. First of all, when you do any project, make sure you bag all the screws so that everything stays together. That way you don't have to go, honey, where did I put those screws? Anyway, always bag your screws. Matter of fact, I was just thinking about the putting the the refurbished bow chocks on, and I thought, wait a minute, where did I put those? Guess what? They're already bagged. I had bagged them as soon as I took them off and put them in the same cubby where these are for the coaming. So, all right, the other thing, these holes here are bung holes, so the screws are intended to go deep in, and because of the crud from when I was cleaning sanding all this, I'm going to have to clean out all these holes in order to be able to get these bungs in. You can buy a package of 20 of these. I don't remember how much it is, but these are teak bungs. 3/8, exactly the same size that all of them are on both the coamings. So I've got 2 bags of 20. I think there are 18 bungs in each coaming. So we'll hope that we don't have any boo-boos, and we can use all these and we'll be good to go. Also, I just found out that Lifecock now makes a solvent, because this is pretty nasty stuff to get off. This is why I did the tape off of everything, so to limit the amount of caulking that ends up having to be dealt with at the seams. And anyway, but I've got some solvent downstairs that works pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and use that, I think. And I just found out that West Marine no longer carries the solvent that goes with this stuff. So, all right, guys, got to get to work. I'm going to go ahead and start. Well, the coamings have got to come completely off. The caulking has to go on, and then everything has to go back together, and we begin the whole process all over again. So, all right, we're on it. Well, the starboard coaming is all prepped for caulking. Everything is ready, but I'm probably going to have to hold off just long enough to go up pick up my dog. This is one of those things where other things come up, and we're going to be going out to supper. We're going to leave here about 5:30 to get down to Seafood Sam's at 6 to meet my brother. And so it's right now 2:40. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm going to have time to get this one caulked. The other side has not been prepped yet, which means all these bung holes are going to need to be cleared. You know, just kind of reamed out and cleaned and so forth, and get them ready for the screws. I made the repair over here, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if you're even going to be able to see it. Right there. That's where the chip had come up. Hang on, where is it? Right there. And you can just see the back edge of the braid. Well, anyway, it's all completely glued back in place. You can't even feel it. And I had another one down here, and I did that one too. So these screw holes are all prepped and ready to go. All right, well, I think what I'm going to do, since I've got some time left over before I get the call for the dog, I'm going to go ahead and take down the port coaming and get to work clearing out these holes and making sure that they're ready for the bungs. Well, we're all caulked. Somebody can tell me I'm wrong if they want to, and that's fine. But every one of the screw holes has a bunch of caulking in it and on it, and the entire bead along the top edge where the coaming meets the hull is all caulked. And once the screws go home, I have a feeling everything's going to be pretty well bedded. At one point, they tried to bed the entire thing. Frankly, I don't like that. I think that one of the problems you got when you bed the whole thing is it's real easy for moisture to seep down in there. I'd rather that if moisture gets down past the caulking, it flows right out into the seat. Now, I mean, not that it's going to do it on a regular basis, because you got caulking there to keep it from happening. But anyway, look, this is how I know to do it. This is what I'm doing, and so just wish me well. Starboard coaming is going home right now. Well, a bit of a wrap-up. We had a marvelous day here. This is Saturday. And got one more day to work. Tomorrow afternoon, about 2 o'clock, my brother's coming to pick me up, and going to go for a sail aboard Slipaway. But then on Monday, I've got one more glorious day to work, and I'm going to try best I can to get the port coaming completely finished up. Starboard is done. Starboard is done. The bungs are not in. Right now, I don't care. The main thing is she's home where she belongs, as you saw in the other part of the video. But anyway, boy, it's been a phenomenal vacation, phenomenal time of getting work done aboard Little Girl. And we're going to try to go out with a bang on Monday and get the port coaming done, and we're going to call that a wrap. If we have time, we may even get the bow chocks on, and boy, that would just kind of put the icing on the cake. So, all right, guys. Well, listen. Thanks for stopping by Restoring Little Girl for yet another day of this incredible jaunt we've had on all this restoration, and we'll see you in the morning. Dog is home, and I'm going to get going on this. I don't know why I've been so hesitant. It's just that these coamings have been done for so long, and the whole idea of putting them where they belong, permanently screwed into the boat, I don't know, it just made me nervous. The nervousness is over. The starboard is going home right now, so I may set this up and let you. Once I start putting the screws in, I'll probably do that. But meanwhile, it's going to take me a long time to get the caulking on. So I'm going to do that right now. Well, we're back from our sail. Awesome. My brother made me do all of the sailing. And it was phenomenal. We were on the outside, sailed down the Sepuit, out through the cut, out into Nantucket Sound, and we're out there for quite a while. About 15, 18 knots of wind, and really nice. I got just a little bit of footage because I was sailing. My brother wouldn't let me shoot. So anyway, I got to get to work. I'm going to try to get this coaming on before it gets dark. All right, here we go. Port coaming going into position. The caulking is all done. Time to put her home. Put her home. Just get some caulking on my fingers. That's great. Goes for the territory. All right, time to start putting in these screws. One of the things that's imperative is to push in really. Let me get to my screwdriver. One of the things that is imperative is to get a good firm push of the coaming back into its original position, and these screw holes are dead on. I mean, they are perfectly aligned with the screw holes underneath. Good, awesome, perfect registry. Excellent, excellent. Thing of beauty, man. It's going together perfectly. All right. Well, good morning from aboard Little Girl. This is the last day we're going to be here. Tomorrow we leave, head back for Vermont. Been a phenomenal trip, and about to do some finish up on one of the last projects, and that's to go ahead and pull all the tape on the port coaming. Once that's done, I can gonna head up to West Marine a little bit later and get some more screws. But other than that, the port and starboard coamings are now permanently back aboard Little Girl and where they belong. We have one more project that we're going to get done, and by the way, this port coaming was going to be, the time was set aside today to do it. I got it done last night, so I mean I'm already ahead of schedule by a big lot. Going to get the bow chocks on a little bit later, and actually we're going to maybe get one more project done, and that's to put the anchor light on. The original anchor light that was on this had filled with water. I don't know how the water ever got in there. It's supposed to be a closed unit, but I've got a brand new anchor light, identical to the one that came off from it, and we're going to make sure that it's covered and wrapped up so that water won't get back into it. But anyway, we may be able to get that on today if we have time. The main thing is, after everything is said and done, it's just been an incredible trip. Perfect weather the whole time. I just can't believe we've had this long a run of sunshine. And just amazing. The entire week that we have been here, including our 2 days that we did on Nantucket. Just amazing. And ironically, by tomorrow morning at 3 a.m., supposedly rain is coming in. Well, Little Girl's going to be all put to bed and under cover by then. So as far as I'm concerned, this trip will be a 100% total amazing success. So, all right, guys. A little bit later, I'm going to go ahead and describe our sail from yesterday. But right now I'm going to kind of keep that as a separate deal, because I want to add that to the sailing video that I'm going to be putting together for you guys. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get to work and get the tape off from this port coaming, and we'll be that one step closer to just being done. All right, thanks a lot.